to digest and a lot of voices to be heard. Stick to the frequency that amplifies those voices, stories and reports that make the difference. This is Akojopo News, 88.7 FM, the people's voice.
This is Kunle Amzat Studio, Akojopo 88.7 FM. Welcome to News Around the World.
Good evening. Welcome to the news around the world on Akojopo 88.7 FM Ibadan, the most listened to radio station. I am Olamide Badmos. First, the headlines. Court sentences men arrested over Orire abduction to life imprisonment. Makinde transfers power to deputy as Oyo Assembly approves annual leave. Russians in Angola handed down jail terms for terrorism. Congo's Ebola threat top 1,000 as shortages hinder medics. Team Nigeria ready for Commonwealth Games opener in Scotland. Now the details. The Federal High Court in Abuja has sentenced 3 men arrested by the Department of State Services DSS and accused of complicity in the recent abduction of students of schools in the Orire local government of Oyo State to life imprisonment. The trial of Abdurazak Umar, Yunusa Musa, and Shamu Adamu Sani, who professed to be part of a proscribed terrorist group in Nigeria, were convicted and sentenced today by Justice Salim Ibrahim shortly after pleading guilty to some counts out of the 10 counts contained in a charge on which they were arraigned. Justice Ibrahim sentenced them to the maximum jail term of life imprisonment on count 6, 25 years on count 4, and further adjourned to September 16 for the commencement of trial on the remaining counts to which they pleaded not guilty. The Oyo State House of Assembly has approved the request of Governor Seyi Makinde to proceed on his annual leave, paving the way for the Deputy Governor, Barrister Bayo Lawal, to oversee the affairs of the state during the Governor's absence. The Deputy Speaker of the House, Honorable Mohammed Fadi, who presided over the plenary today in the absence of the Speaker, Right Honorable Adebo Ogundoyin, read the Governor's letter before members, which they unanimously granted the request while expressing confidence in the seamless continuity of governance in the state under the Deputy Governor. According to the Governor's letter, he will officially resume office on 14th of September 2026 as his leave takes effect from 10th of August and ends on 11th of September. The approval followed the consideration of a formal correspondence from Governor Makinde during plenary in accordance with the provisions of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which requires the governor to notify the legislature whenever he intends to be away from office. A clean and healthy market environment depends not only on business activities but also on the availability of basic facilities such as public toilets and parking spaces. However, concerns are growing among traders at Gbagi Market who said the shortage of toilet facilities and the loss of parking spaces are making daily trading more difficult for both sellers and customers. Akojopo FM news correspondent Rodiat Amzat visited the popular Gbagi Market to hear from traders on how the situation is affecting their businesses and daily activities.
Many traders at Gbagi Market have raised concerns over the shortage of public toilet facilities within the market. The market men and women claim that What was once meant to serve the traders and customers has gradually disappeared, making access to toilets a daily challenge. Some of the market women who spoke with Agidigbo FM alleged that almost all the public toilets in the market have been converted into shops. They said the few available facilities are either too far away or unable to serve the large number of people who visit the markets every day. The traders also complained that the market no longer has enough parking space, claiming that areas once used as car parks have been turned into shops. According to them, this has made it difficult for customers to park their vehicles, and some now choose to shop in other markets where parking is more convenient. Some market women at Gbagi Market, while speaking with Agidigbo FM, explained how the shortage of public toilet facilities affects their daily business activities.
We don't have toilet at all. If you look at that place, that is our toilet before, but now they have used it to build shops. If we want to ease ourselves, we will have to go to. They are the one helping us.
For like 2 years now, Gbagi have not been Gbagi again. We no longer have car park. They use it to build shops. If we want to use the available toilets to poo, it's 500. If we want to urinate, it is 200 naira.
Traders at Gbagi Market also spoke about the only available toilet in the market and how they cope with the situation.
There is no road for us to pass, even where we drop waste. They already sell it. We used to carry our waste bin home. There is nowhere to dump dirt. We no longer sell like before again because of people that want to buy from us don't have place to park their cars.
Market women shared how they manage themselves with the shortage of public toilets in the market.
22nd of July, there was flood in Gbagi Market. Rice sellers, provision sellers, and clothes sellers. The flood carried all their goods. Help us in this new Gbagi Market.
Some of the market women also shared how they manage whenever they need to use the toilet during business hours. The traders appealed to the appropriate authorities to improve toilets and parking facilities in the market, saying better sanitation and proper infrastructure would make the market more convenient for both traders and customers. Rodiat Hamzat, Agidigbo FM News.
Cleanliness plays a vital role in every market, helping to protect the health of traders and customers while creating a safer and more attractive business environment. As one of the busiest markets in Ibadan, Bodhija market attracts thousands of people daily, making proper sanitation essential. Agidigbo FM News correspondent Abiodun Oloyede takes a closer look at the state of cleanliness at Bodhija market and the challenges authorities face in evacuating the waste generated and dumped by traders. Here is the report.
Cleanliness remains an important part of every local market and supermarket as it helps protect the health of traders and customers while creating a more welcoming environment. At Bodhija Market in Ibadan, although sanitation efforts are visible in some sections, blocked drainage channels and indiscriminate waste disposal can still be seen in parts of the market, raising concerns about hygiene. Many traders say regular waste collection has improved compared to previous years, but they believe more needs to be done to ensure every part of the market is kept clean. Speaking with Agidigbo FM News, Mrs. Kikeloma Adelowo shared some information on how they keep their market clean.
When we come in the morning, we sweep and pack it in the dustbin. And also we do the same thing when going home at night in order to keep it clean. And also every Thursday we do general environmental sanitation before we open our shops, just to make sure we maintain cleanliness in this market.
In an interview with Agidigbo FM News, Mrs. Bukola Adegbenro explained the measures being taken to maintain cleanliness in the market.
In this Bodhija market, I sweep my floor every day and night because I don't like dirtiness, and anytime the dustbin is filled up, I pay some people to dispose it for me.
Speaking with Agidigbo FM News, Mrs. Morenekeji explained the efforts being made to maintain cleanliness at Bodhija market and expressed concern over the challenges of collecting and disposing of the large volume of waste generated by traders.
We always make sure it is well cleaned. The only issue we have here is the government authorities that come to pack the dirt always come late before they pack it.
Many residents say maintaining a clean market is a shared responsibility between traders, customers, and the government. Shop owners also urge fellow traders to stop dumping refuse indiscriminately and to make proper use of waste bins provided within the market. Abiodun Oloyede, Agidigbo FM News.
Now it is time to link up with our United Kingdom studio for the foreign news.
News from Pelu studio, Agidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola. 2 Russians have been found guilty of terrorism and spying by a court in Angola. Political consultant Igor Rachin was sentenced to 11 years in prison, and translator Lash Tanop was given 8 years. They were arrested last August over accusations of stirring up anti-government protests, conducting a campaign of disinformation, and attempting to interfere in next year's presidential election. Although the Russian lawyer had previously requested their extradition to Russia under bilateral cooperation agreements. However, the defendant had denied any connection to Wagner or the Russian states, saying they were working on plans to establish a Russian cultural center in Luanda. Rachin had earlier explained to the court that he was a businessman who had come to Angola to establish a Russian cultural center, and that payments he made to various individuals were compensation for services rendered. The widow of Andrew Harper has described the possible early release of prisoners as deplorable, following reports that 2 of Andrew's killers could be freed earlier. UK Prime Minister Andy Bonham said he will review the Sentencing Act policy that from September will see thousands of offenders in England and Wales eligible to be released earlier. Bonham acknowledged that there was pressure on prison places and that a failure to invest in the prison system in the past had created an unacceptable situation. The overcrowding of the prison estate has been a problem for several years in the United Kingdom, and successive governments have to release prisoners early in a bid to free up spaces. And that ends the news from Pelu studio at Agidigbo FM. United Kingdom, I am Olushola Damilola.
Welcome back. We shall also be moving to our Maryland studio, United States, for more foreign news.
News from Kule Amzat Studio, Agidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosin Sonya. President Donald Trump said Thursday that a proposed U.S.-Saudi Arabia nuclear agreement would move forward only if Saudi Arabia joins the Abraham Accord and normalizes relations with Israel, a step the kingdom has constantly declined to take without the progress towards Palestinian statehood. The United States and Saudi Arabia announced the proposed agreement on Wednesday. Under the deal, Saudi Arabia would be permitted to develop a civilian nuclear energy program, including uranium enrichment and the construction of nuclear reactors using U.S. technology. Unlike the restrictions imposed on Iran, the agreement would not require automatic UN inspections. The proposal must still be approved by the U.S. Congress before it can take effect. Trump said the agreement is limited to peaceful civilian nuclear energy and does not allow uranium enrichment for military purposes. He also emphasized that the deal remains contingent on Saudi Arabia recognizing Israel through the Abraham Accord. More than 1,000 people have died from Ebola in the Democratic Republic of Congo, according to official figures, as health workers continue to battle the outbreak amid ongoing violence, attacks on medical facilities, and shortages of essential supplies. The country's Public Health Institute reported late Wednesday that the number of confirmed Ebola cases has risen to 2,536,000, while the death toll has reached 1,033. The outbreak, Congo's 17th, was officially declared in mid-May, although health experts believed the virus had been spreading for several weeks beforehand. It is caused by the rare Bunjabujo strain of Ebola, which has a fatality rate of up to 40%. There is currently no approved vaccines for the strain. Efforts to contain the outbreak have been complicated by insecurity in Eastern Congo, where numerous armed groups. Medical teams have also faced shortages of critical supplies and attacks on healthcare facilities.
And that ends the news from Kule Amzat Studio, Agidigbo FM, United States. I am Oluwatosi Sonya.
Welcome back once again. Now in the exciting world of sports. The wait is finally over as the 23rd Commonwealth Games officially get underway today in Glasgow, Scotland, with Team Nigeria ready to begin its campaign alongside thousands of athletes from across the Commonwealth. The Glasgow 2026 Games, which ran from July 23 to August 2, mark a significant milestone in Nigeria's sporting history as the nation makes its 20th appearance at the Commonwealth Games, exactly 76 years after its debut at the Auckland 1950 Games in Australia. Since that first outing, Nigeria has grown into one of the competition's traditional sporting powerhouses, producing generations of Commonwealth champions across athletics, boxing, weightlifting, wrestling, parasports, and other disciplines. As the march into the OVO Hydro for the opening ceremony, slated for 8 p.m. Nigerian time today, Nigerian athletes will be dazzling in their striking radiant green and white traditional ceremonial outfits, proudly showcasing the nation's colors and rich cultural identity before a global audience. To wrap up the news this evening, here is a recap of the headlines. Court sentences man arrested over Orire abduction to life imprisonment. Makinde transfers power to deputy as your assembly approves annual leave. Russians in Angola handed down jail terms for terrorism. Congo's Ebola deaths top 1,000 as shortages hinder medics. Team Nigeria ready for Commonwealth Games opener in Scotland. And before we go this evening, here is a quick tip. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Finally, we have come to the end of the news around the world on Agidigbo 88.7 FM Ibadan, the most listened to radio station. I am Olamide Badmos. Thank you for listening. Good evening.
News is information, and information is power. At Agidigbo 88.7 FM, we bring the news from top to bottom.
The Oyo State Independent Electoral Commission, OISEC, has called for continuous collaboration.
We bring you reports from Oyo State.
The Oyo State House of Assembly has called for thorough investigation.
Southwest Nigeria and the rest of the world.
Has clarified that the body did not receive any cash support from international development.
Trust us to keep you informed every hour, every day.
Agidigbo 88.7 FM, the people's voice. Agidigbo 88.7 FM.